If you think you have seen every shocking alliance, every secret conversation, and every jaw-dropping twist in the entertainment world, then stop right here, because what Wang Yibo and Xiao Zhan said to Shen Yue behind closed doors has fans replaying clips, arguing in comment sections, and refreshing timelines all night long. And if you want every detail, every whisper, and the private aftermath that insiders are still buzzing about, then stay with us until the very end, because what unfolded next could change the direction of her career and her personal life forever. It began on a quiet afternoon at a major studio complex, the kind of place where trailers line narrow roads and assistants hurry past with headsets and clipboards. The set was buzzing with preparation for upcoming shoots, but one small lounge tucked behind a row of sound stages had become the center of something far bigger. Shen Yue had arrived early, wearing a simple jacket and sunglasses, pushing her hair behind her ears as she scrolled through messages on her phone. Those close to her said she looked distracted, thoughtful, and unusually quiet for someone known for her easy smile. Rumors had been circling her name for weeks. Speculation about friendships, professional decisions, and complicated emotional crossroads had flooded social platforms and turned every public appearance into a decoding exercise. She tried to ignore it. But when two of the most recognizable figures in the industry asked to speak with her privately, ignoring it was no longer an option. Wang Yibo arrived first. Casual clothes, baseball cap pulled low but impossible to miss, he greeted crew members with a nod before slipping into the lounge, his expression serious but calm. Minutes later, Xiao Zhan followed. He smiled politely to staff outside, then closed the door behind him. Inside the room, Shen Yue stood up, immediately surprised. "You both look intense," she joked lightly, trying to ease the tension. Neither of them laughed. Wang Yibo gestured for her to sit. "We just want to talk," Xiao Zhan added. "As friends." That single word made her pause. "Friends?" She lowered herself onto the couch, folding her hands together. What is this about?" Wang Yibo exchanged a look with Xiao Zhan, then spoke. "We know things are noisy right now. Freeware," Xiao Zhan continued. "People writing your story for you. Turning every move into a headline." Shen Yue exhaled. "Tell me about it." Wang Yibo leaned forward, elbows on his knees. "That is exactly why we wanted to check in. You do not owe anyone a performance. Not fans. Not reporters. Not the internet." Xiao Zhan nodded. "But you do owe yourself clarity." The room felt smaller suddenly. Shen Yue blinked. "Clarity about what?" Wang Yibo did not hesitate. "About what you actually want. Not what people are pushing you toward. Not what looks good on paper. Not what creates noise." Shen Yue shifted. "You two sound like my managers." Xiao Zhan smiled gently. "Well, we sound like people who have lived through this," Wang Yibo added. "And paid for it." She looked at him sharply. "Paid for it how?" He shrugged slightly. "Letting outside voices decide your next step is the fastest way to lose yourself." Silence hung between them. Then Xiao Zhan spoke again, softer this time. "You are at a crossroads. Everyone can see it. Projects, public image, relationships. They all collide at moments like this." Shen Yue stared at the floor. "I am tired," she admitted. "Every choice feels like a test." Wang Yibo nodded. "That is because people turned it into one." Xiao Zhan reached for a bottle of water on the table, sliding it toward her. "Drink. Slow down. You do not have to answer anyone today." He took it, hands trembling just slightly. Fans later swore that was the detail that made this story feel real. That tiny crack in her composure. Wang Yibo lowered his voice. "You have always trusted your instincts. Do not stop now," Xiao Zhan added. "And do not let gratitude turn into obligation." That line hit hard. Shen Yue looked up. "What do you mean?" Xiao Zhan met her eyes. "Sometimes people stay in situations because they do not want to disappoint others. Because they feel they owe something. That is not the same as wanting it." Wang Yibo nodded. "If you choose something, make sure it is because it makes you breathe easier. Not because it keeps rumors quiet." Shen Yue laughed weakly. "You two rehearsed this." Wang Yibo smirked. "Maybe." Xiao Zhan smiled. "We just do not want to see you rushed." That word again. Rushed. Echoed. Shen Yue leaned back. "So what?" You are telling me to walk away from everything. Wang Yibo shook his head. Well, we are telling you to choose carefully. Xiao Zhan finished. And choose yourself first. The door outside shifted. Footsteps passed. Inside the lounge the mood stayed heavy but protective. Shen Yue pressed her lips together. People think I am indecisive. Wang Yibo replied instantly. That is because they do not hear the questions you are asking privately. Xiao Zhan added. Thoughtful is not the same as weak. She closed her eyes for a moment. Then opened them again. What would you do? If you were me. Wang Yibo and Xiao Zhan exchanged another look. Wang Yibo answered. I would stop reading comments. Xiao Zhan said. I would talk only to people who know me. Not my headlines. She smiled for real this time. Grateful. Fans would later call that the moment everything softened. Then Wang Yibo stood. One more thing. Whatever you decide, do not let anyone twist it into something you did not mean. Xiao Zhan added. And remember you do not owe the internet your heart. Shen Yue stood too. Shining. Thank you. Both of you. They nodded. No cameras. No statements. No post. Just a quiet conversation. Or so they thought. Because hours later someone spotted the three of them leaving the same building within minutes of each other. No photos together. But close enough to spark speculation. Fan pages erupted. What were they discussing? Why were they together? Was it about the rumors? Sources whispered about a private talk. Advice. Support. A warning to slow down. And suddenly a new narrative took over. Wang Yibo and Xiao Zhan step in. Shen Yue urged to make a careful choice. Fans debated. Some praised them. Others questioned motives. But most agreed on one thing. If two of the most experienced stars in the industry were quietly guiding her, then something serious was happening behind the scenes. If you want the next chapter, what Shen Yue did after that conversation and which decision insiders claim she started reconsidering that very night, then stay tuned because what comes next might change this entire saga in ways no one saw coming.